So unfortunately, while editing this, I realized that I must have formatted an SD card at some point in the past week or so. So unfortunately, this is only the first half of the week's vlogs, but at least you got that, so enjoy. Decided to go to Home Depot, and I'm gonna get some supplies to kind of patch up that wall a little bit. We need to mount the speakers and stuff on that wall, so I'm gonna finish it a little bit before we put stuff up there. And then what else do I need? Something else I need, I can't remember what it is, but yeah, here I am at Home Depot. I'm not gonna film myself inside because that's weird, but yep, it is just me in the car, no Paul. So yep, I'm gonna go and grab some materials, and then I believe our building materials have arrived at the warehouse, so probably have to bring those inside. Okay, and I am back now, and our Home Depot delivery made it. Yes, I went to Home Depot, and then we also got a delivery. I didn't think any Home Depot trip or a project, you always have to go to Home Depot at least like 3 times. Come on. Anyway, so here's the lumber. This will be for the shelves, so we can mount all of our stuff, and then I just grabbed some tape and things that, just a variety of generic things. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna, I guess this didn't fit through the loading dock, which is, fine. So now I get to unpackage it and take it inside. Paul's picking orders right now along with one other person. I don't know how much we want to shoot inside with other staff here. I kind of need to talk with everyone, like, one-on-one, I think, and to see who's comfortable being in the background and all that kind of stuff. So that's why we're not shooting a lot right now in the middle of the day inside, because I just want to make sure everyone's comfortable. But yeah, I'm gonna unload this and go put it somewhere in the warehouse, and then this project won't start until Thursday, probably, maybe Thursday, Friday, and then this weekend we'll build some of those and stuff. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna do, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. So everyone has left for the day except Paul and myself, and I today took out the shelf that was right here. It was super wobbly. I don't think I showed you, but you could literally just touch it and it like leaned. It was kind of built like this, but it was like really last minute thrown together. So I took that out, and I'm gonna put one of our shelves that we used to have in our front room in here, one of the metal ones. And we just had some small things like these types of bins on it. So I'll put that there. I want to rework this area a little bit in terms of like the layout and stuff and make it a little more efficient. Obviously over here we just have bins here and then on the ground because you can't really easily put the big bins up there. So I don't think I'll redo this shelving, but since we have all the shelves from back in California, I'm thinking we might put some of those in here. And this is kind of the B sort return, similar to what we had in California, almost the same, or the A sort return. Yeah, but right now I just need to work on this, put a shelf up there so we can put things there, and then yeah, what else did I do today? I cleaned a little more, just like generic cleaning stuff. Yeah, that's not a whole lot of things. Just some other like general things. Oh, we got a coffee maker, so I put that in. We got supplies for the walls, in addition to like all the wooden stuff. We got screws and all those kinds of things. Yeah, so that's probably going to be it for today, but I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Okay, I lied. Before I leave today, I'm going to clean up some of the things in here. Like there's some food things up there, random Tupperware. I'm going to clean some of these things up and probably toss most of the food just to kind of clear it out a little bit. Yeah, because I don't even want to know how long some of that's been there.
Good evening, everybody. I am currently picking orders. Yesterday I was working through a lot of the small orders. Today I am working through some of the very big orders that are going to need a scale to count out. So that's currently what I'm working on. If you guys can hear, I'm a little congested at the moment. So the congested me is trying to work through the congestion of orders at the moment. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be feeling better Not that I'm going to be in either way, but hopefully I'll be feeling better and I'll be able to get some more orders done. The SD card is almost out, so I'm going to have to cut this very short because everyone wants to shoot something else. But hello everyone, I do exist, and goodbye.
Okay, I cleaned it out. I put in some of our new cups. They're plastic, they look glass though, and then some coffee mugs, and cleaned out the sink, did some dishes, and set up our new little coffee pot over here. And I think that is pretty much going to be it for the day. Yeah, so we met our neighbor. I turned off his power over there the other night, a few nights ago, and I didn't know that that was his power, so he had to come in to use his tools or something in there. So pretty fun stuff. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow I will have a meeting for a decent portion of the day, unfortunately, but yeah, everyone's done for the night. It's like almost 6 o'clock, so we're all gonna call it, and lots of packages over there. I don't know if you can see those. No, not really, but there's a lot of packages over there, right there, that got picked today. So pretty productive day, and yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Hey everyone, good morning. It is Tuesday. It's about 7:45 a.m. right now. Unfortunately, Paul is sick again. He's not feeling well. I don't think he was doing great yesterday, but he did come in. But yeah, he's not going to be in today. So I'm going to run to Home Depot, grab some screws that we need on my way to the office, and then I'll show you what we do when we get there. We have 3 people in today, in addition to myself. We really need to focus on getting orders out because tomorrow's when we're going to do the switch over from DNA inventory over to just Brick in the Bucket inventory. And we need all orders fulfilled, I believe, before we do that. So yeah, a lot of orders. There's like 42 orders at the moment, I think. So we'll see if we can get those all fulfilled. There's a lot of big ones. Does it get darker in here? I don't know. Anyway, I will see you when I get to the office. All right, so I'm at the office now. Yesterday we had a few things delivered, and so we're gonna make some floating walls, and we're gonna screw the walls into the ground just to secure them so they can't slide or anything. And dumb me bought these. Look how big these are. These are 3/4 inch by 5 inch cement anchors. They're so big. So I'm going to return these because, Jesus Christ, they're massive. I didn't realize how big these were when I bought them. And I don't want to drill holes that are that big and that deep. That's way too much work. So instead I'm going to get 3/8 inch, which is significantly nicer. Still going to be 5 inch because the depth is, like, the depth on this is fine. It's just it is way too big. So I'm going to return those. They're also much cheaper, which is nice. And then I have a meeting today at 11, which is an exciting meeting. Sort of, I guess. It should be exciting. I can't quite tell you what it's for. So last year I released a video in November that pretty much said 2 things. It said, we're working on 2 projects, and we can't tell you about them. And some of you were excited. Some of you were like, this is a waste of a time video, which it probably was. There was a lot of filler in there. But essentially, we said January was going to be one release and March was going to be the other release. This March is the DNA Bricks acquisition. That has always been scheduled for March. That's what we were intending for this month. January got severely delayed. That's what this meeting is about. We're working with an additional person on this. And so hopefully today's an exciting meeting and it goes well. But that's what I'm going to do most of the day. Our pickers are currently picking. I think I mentioned Paul was sick. I got a little bit of stuff from Home Depot, some screws that I needed, and then I'm going to fix some of the wall up, which is probably not worth my time. And a lot of people would probably say, why are you spending the time and the energy to do that? Well, I'm not really going to do it while I'm on the clock, per se, but I do enjoy doing it in general. So if you want to call it a hobby, you can. So yeah, a lot of people are like, well, why do you spend time doing the stuff you do when it doesn't really matter? It's because I enjoy it. Even, if I was only doing that and I wasn't working, then there'd be an issue. But I think in addition to the work, if I'm doing it, you'll see later in this video what I'm talking about. Many people are going to be like, oh, that's overkill. Why are you doing that? But it's because I enjoy it. Anyway, yeah, so today's not going to be a super exciting day. Maybe when the pickers leave and stuff, I'll start doing a little bit of extra stuff, assuming my meeting is all over and stuff. But tomorrow's the big switchover day, tomorrow night. So got to get a lot of it done today. I have a couple pick sheets I'm going to do as well after my meeting, and we're just going to try to get these orders out because at the moment there's 44 orders, and I don't want to close the store
as much as possible. Obviously, we have to close the DNA store to switch it over to just Brick in the Bucket, but trying to leave it open as much as possible because I don't want to reduce sales. So, yeah, very exciting next couple days. So, I'll catch up with you later today.
Okay, it is 3:30. Meeting is over. That took a long time. It is okay though. Picking's done for the day. We still got a lot more orders coming in today, so we still have like 30 something outstanding orders. Tomorrow we have everyone in. Hopefully Paul's back in tomorrow as well, so we can get some more orders done. Unfortunately, a lot of the orders are large. They're not just like small orders that we can pick real quick in a small pick sheet. They're bigger that are better to pick like, on their own or with only a couple, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. I'm gonna work now. I might do one pick sheet. Actually, I'm gonna do one pick sheet. Sorry, it's very dark under there. I'm gonna do one pick sheet, and then I'm probably gonna work a little bit on patching up this wall and stuff. Again, I think people are gonna get annoyed and say, "Oh, you're stupid for doing that," but I'm gonna do it anyway. And yeah, so I'm gonna pick an order or pick a pick sheet, and then yeah, I will show you myself patching the wall a little bit in a few minutes. Oh, small side note. I don't know that it's related specifically to Paul not feeling well, but this whole place is really dusty, like really dusty. So I'm thinking what I already did for the office space up here and the cataloging space downstairs, I got little air purifiers. And we'll see if that helps. However, I'm going to flip this camera around up here. Maybe I'll get an insert shot of that. I don't think it was good, but super dusty like up here. So I have to rent a lift, unfortunately, to reach the ceiling from down there. But I'm gonna really clean up this place and vacuum it all completely, especially the stuff I couldn't reach, like up there. And then I might buy a couple of those like hanging air filter things. They're not super cheap, but I think that may be a little helpful to get the air circulating in here and to kind of suck up dust. But I think the biggest part is just all the dust along all the edges and stuff to clean that up. But I'm a little congested too, and I think I'm pretty confident it's for the dust because I'm fine right now, but it gets bad when I start cleaning and stuff, and I think it's just because the space has like years of dust in it, and like even these shelves, like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just not good. So we just need to clean up and get a lot of this dust gone, and I don't know that that's why Paul's not feeling well, but he has a lot of congestion. I feel like that maybe is a little bit of it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go pick my pick sheet. Okay, so this is what I did tonight. I patched some drywall and I taped the seams, and yeah, I also picked a pick sheet and did some normal store stuff. But this is the thing I'm sure people are gonna be like, why are you doing that? That's a waste of your time. I agree, but I enjoy it and it's fun and it's kind of like a hobby, so just let me be. But yeah, patch this wall, gonna let that get kind of situated and stuff, dry overnight. Haven't really started on this big wall because it's huge. I need a lift to get up there, but also I need a lift to just like mount speakers and stuff. So we're gonna get a lift rental, I think, this weekend. But yeah, so I did a little bit of taping here. This obviously used to be a door or something. Put some tape there, started with that stuff. But this wall will be a big project. That little wall in there is not a huge deal. Because that's just, I mean, it was a lot of patching, but it like really isn't that much. It's a small wall. So yeah, so that's it for the night. It is like 8. Yep, it's 8 p.m. So I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go figure something out for dinner, probably stop by like the store or something. And then, yeah, that is it for today. Hopefully Paul's back in tomorrow. I really hope he's feeling better. There's a lot of orders to pick still, but yeah, well, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. I am in the office now, and I'm going to do a pick sheet. We have On Hill, our general manager. He is in as well right now. It's about 8-ish, and he's also doing a pick sheet. We have 32 outstanding orders at the moment. We don't need them all completed by today, but we do need everything fulfilled by tomorrow. I can't remember if I told you last night we pushed back the store switchover one day just for scheduling purposes. Paul, unfortunately, is still not feeling well today, so he won't be in. Yeah, but I'm going to do a pick sheet, or 2 or 3. We'll see. We have 2 other pickers coming in today as well, so there will be at least 4 of us that are able to pick today. Ideally, On Hill and I don't have to pick all day, though. Yeah, anyway, that is what I'm going to start my morning with, and then after that, I will follow up with a few other things, but I'm going to do some like branding things for the DNA to just Brick in the Bucket switch over. All right, everyone, sorry I didn't catch up with you more today. I'll give you a quick recap of what I did. I actually spent a lot of today editing the little announcement video. I decided to make that montage thing that you will have seen at this point of like past vlog clips and things, and I just needed to find like a lot of footage, so that took, unfortunately, a long time. The lights are half off, so I apologize, it's dark. I did like bundle some pieces of wood and mark them as to what needs to get cut for the shelves and things, so a lot of that actually got done. Didn't make any cuts because I didn't want to do it in here. I might end up doing it in the corner over there tomorrow, but it was raining all day today, so I couldn't go outside and make any cuts. If it's still raining tomorrow, actually tomorrow's the switch over. We'll see. I might make those cuts in that corner over there and just like turn on the vacuum and stuff. I just don't want to get dust all everywhere. It's already really dusty and dirty in here. It is dark now, I think, but is it still raining? It's still pretty wet out there. So I'm not sure, but hopefully it's not raining and wet tomorrow, but it kind of has been almost every single day we've been here so far, so I feel like this might just be Michigan weather. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much what I did today. I picked orders this morning as well. We caught up pretty much on all the orders. As of right now, I think there's like 8 for tomorrow, but those mostly came in like late this afternoon. So we just have to do those orders tomorrow, and then tomorrow night, we're actually going to swap over the store. So that's very exciting. So I'm just cleaning up all my stuff and gathering my belongings, and I'm going to go home for the evening. And hopefully Paul's feeling a little better. I haven't really heard much from him today, so hopefully he will be okay. I'll see you tomorrow. No, you won't. That is unfortunately the part where we lost the footage. So I think I swapped out the SD card between days, and then I formatted that SD card at some point. So unfortunately you get to miss the part of us actually doing the swap over. Really what that was us downloading the DNA Bricks inventory into a BSX file, and then taking 1,000 or 1,200 lots at a time and exporting it to BrickLink, one at a time on the Just a Brick in the Bucket store. So that was a late night for us, but it was very exciting. We released the video and stuff, and kind of tried to at least make it all happen at the same time. And then that weekend, we didn't do a whole lot. We picked orders and stuff, but it was a slow weekend for orders and things coming in, so we fortunately got to take the weekend off. Unfortunately, that's really it for this vlog, just because I don't have the footage, sadly, which is a big bummer. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting. I'm so sorry we were missing footage. If you are watching this, since I can give you an update now, this Friday, if you're watching this on the week that it comes out, this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Paul and I will be doing a live stream, answering some questions, discussing the DNA Bricks acquisition and kind of the whole story and stuff. It'll be a pretty quick, hour or so live stream. We'll give a quick recap of all the details that we, are going to share just as part of the story, and then we'll have a Q&A section. So if you can, join in for that at 3 p.m. Eastern on Friday, March 28th. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.